You. What up? All right. We got another one from Louis C.K.
Okay. The great Louis C.K.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I've come to find that I truly do love this dude's comedy, man. You know what I mean? Truly a funny guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything. So what we got, man? What we got?
This is Achilles' heel.
Achilles' heel.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the ligament muscle tendon that everybody tears.
Yeah, on the back of your leg, your
Goes
heel.
to your calf muscle. Yeah. Kobe Bryant did it.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He came back from it.
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey did.
Yeah.
Chauncey did. DeMarcus Cousins, right?
Yeah. DeMarcus Cousins.
Currently a Houston Rocket.
Hey. Let's go. A bunch of athletes, famous people, and seems I guess like a pretty common injury for people in their 40s, 30s. You know what I mean? Late 30s, 40s.
If you're like in sports or something, yeah, like leg injuries like that are common. Well, not common maybe, but they happen.
Yeah.
Like ACL, MCL, Achilles heel. Like you ain't tearing your Achilles heel just walking down the street or some shit. You gonna be playing a sport.
Okay.
Or doing
some type of
activity.
Force. Okay.
Yeah.
Exerted. Yeah. Okay.
Do an obstacle course or some shit. Like you ain't just gonna be getting up out the couch.
Like I wonder if that's something that you like feel it's about to go. Like my Achilles feels pretty good right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think that I'm pretty far off
never
from
know
a tear.
those,
you know what I mean?
Those legs. Like Tom Segura. Did Tom Segura know that his patella tendon was about to explode or whatever the hell happened?
The way he went down, you would think that he would have known.
He didn't know.
But you know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't have tried that shit if he had any inclination.
I think I think that there's some calculations that you take before you do things like that. You take age. You take was the last time I ran? Do I play sports actively? You know what I'm saying? There's calculations that you do. And I think if you added up Tom Segura's calculations, it should have been like, nah, let's not do this one. You know what I mean? But, I could be wrong. But definitely, it's definitely a sad injury.
Okay. Louis C.K. patella tendon. No, Louis C.K. Achilles heel. Here we go.
We always listen to NPR because we're better than you. And so we're listening to NPR at breakfast the other morning, and there's this one story where they kept using this phrase. They kept saying 9/11 deniers. They kept saying that. 9/11 deniers. And my daughter was like, what is that? And I said, well, it's a group of people that think September 11th was a conspiracy. And she said, oh, I thought they were saying 9/11 deniers. Yeah, she thought they meant 9 people who just ain't buying this 11 bullshit. Just a small fringe group, really. There's only 9 of them. But they still got an NPR, they got on the radio because they're dedicated. They protest every day. They're the 9/11 deniers. They're outside of the White House. It goes 10, 12, 13. Just know it. We are the 9/11 deniers. We know that 11 is a bullshit number propagated on the people by the man. Why do we have 11 when we have 13 and 14 and 15, 16, 17, motherfucking 18 and 19? But we do not have a 1 team. What happened to 1 team? The government took 1 team and replaced it with some bullshit called 11. We are the 9 that deny that shit. I don't mean to offend any Chinese people with the stereotype, but
That's right, I'm Chinese, motherfucker. I lived in Shanghai. I'm Chineser than a motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
This is damn.
Here's the- Stereotypes are harmful. That's the truth. But the voices are funny. And I don't know how to reconcile those two facts. I enjoy doing the voices, but they're offensive. So I do them at home. I used to do them for my kids when they were little. They liked them. They didn't know it was a race thing. They just enjoyed. Daddy, do the friendly man. You want me to be the friendly man, little girl? We love the friendly man. He loves little white girls too. Let's have some scrambled eggs. And then they grew up, and I was like, don't talk about the friendly man. Maybe don't talk to your teachers about them. My kids go to public school in New York City, and all right, send your kids there then. Teach them that's what life is like. The teachers amaze me because I don't know. This is the worst. Here's the worst thing about this country to me is that there's no more noble profession than to be a public school teacher. It's easily. Please don't. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like where it's going. I don't recommend clapping at anything. You'll regret it at the end of the thing. In a democracy, there's no more noble contribution you can make than to teach in a public school. And in this country, the people that do that, they're fucking losers. They're just rock bottom fucking losers. And everybody knows it, but they keep doing it. New people are teaching every day, knowing how shitty it is. They show up, they tell them ahead of time, hi, what is this job? And they say, okay, here's what we need you to do. We need you to make children know math. Wow. Do they want to know math? No, they don't want to know it. You need to make them know it against their will while they're exploding sexually and
Skip.
Who are these children? So. Just whatever kids live near the building. How much do I get paid? About $10 every 4 years. What if I get really good at it? What happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Nobody notices, and you get fired, and you die alone. Okay, I'll try it for 25 years. My daughter's learning about Greek mythology, and she was asking me questions about it. She was like, Daddy, who's Achilles' mother? I said, I don't fucking know. Don't ask me that shit. I don't know who Achilles' mother is. Don't yell it out if you know it, please. It's campaign patties. Nobody cares what you know. She had a question about Achilles, and it was an interesting question, and I'll tell it to you. But first, the story of Achilles, real quick. Achilles was a baby. He was a Greek baby, and he didn't stay that way. But when he was a Greek baby, his mother, who was a goddess, took him into the river Styx, which is at Hades, the land of the dead, and she dipped him in the water of the river Styx because there was a magical quality to that water that it would make you impervious of any harm. You couldn't be hurt. It was like a shield, right? So she dipped him in that water to protect him. But she held him by the heel. That's the important detail. Held him by the heel, which is an awkward way to hold a baby. By the heel. Try holding a baby by the heel and dipping it in a river. You will never see that baby again.
I lose the baby in the water. I was trying to wash him and he fell in the river. Sorry, Miss Achilles, I lose your baby. You told me to hold him by the heel. He sleep.
Achilles' mother's a Mexican nanny. It's a lesser-known character in the Iliad. Anyway, his mother, she was able to hold on, of course, because she was a goddess. She was a goddess of grip or whatever, I don't know. And she held on, and then he was protected, except on his heel. His heel was not protected. And so that's what we call your Achilles heel, your one vulnerable place. Everybody's got their Achilles heel. Achilles' Achilles heel was his heel. Like literally. Anyway, so my daughter, here was her question. She said, how come his mother didn't just dip him again? She could have just dipped him one more time with the other leg in there. Did she just like get, you're like a sign that says one dip per goddess? Did you ever color an Easter egg? It's not that complicated. You dip it, and then you hold it differently and dip it again. Smart kid. I was proud of her. But at the same time, I thought, who the fuck are you to judge this woman? It bothered me. Because here's what the story of Achilles teaches me, is that if you're a parent, it's never enough what you do for these motherfuckers. It's just never enough. It's still gonna be your fault. How much more do you want from a mother? She dipped her kid in magic water and protected 99% of his body. Is any of it up to him? He could have just wore a big shoe and be careful. But he goes out in sandals, fucking flip-flops. And a sword and fights the whole planet. I'm Achilles because my mother dipped me. Finally, somebody got him in the heel, and he's like, Mom! Thanks a lot, Mom!
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Achilles heel. That's your like your vulnerable point. Your most vulnerable point.
I would think so, man. Maybe that's the closest ligament to the surface. The skin surface. I don't know, I guess.
No, I'm saying like the saying like your Achilles heel.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Achilles heel, that's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so we were a little bit off.
Oh yeah, in the beginning. We was talking about Achilles injuries and shit. This nigga.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know any of like. I know a little bit. I know like the basic Greek mythology. I know like Zeus.
Okay.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Athena.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah. Aphrodite. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess were they like gods like elements? Because Zeus was the god of thunder. Aphrodite was the god of love, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Poseidon is the god of the water or the ocean, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
yeah, man. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll find out if there's a lot of truth to that.
What do you mean?
No, that sounds if there's any truth to Greek mythology. You know what I'm saying? These gods actually existing. And stories like that being true.
I don't know. Of the,
We'll never know.
we know stories weren't true. Like folklore.
Yeah.
Passed down from generation to generation. Keep people in check. Make sure they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them know there's consequences for their actions. The guys are gonna punish you if you fuck up. Open the fuck up. Zeus. In the name of Zeus.
Yeah.
And then motherfuckers found out that's some bullshit.
Look at the water god Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah.